You ever been caught in one of those storms that doesn't just soak you, but strips you down to what you really are? No pretenses, no armor, just raw edges scraping against the wind? Picture this. Thunder cracking like a bad joke nobody's laughing at. Rain hammering the pumps at this rundown gas station on the edge of Willow Creek. And out of the blur comes this tiny girl, no more than 6, slamming her palm right into my chest patch. Steel Wolves MC like she's daring the devil himself to turn her away. I'm Alex Harlan, the guy folks whisper about like I'm the reason their lawns don't grow straight. And in that split second, with her big eyes locked on mine whispering, I can't find my mom, I feel this old scar twist open, the one from losing my little brother to a system that looked right past us foster kids. And damn if I don't think, hell, not this time, not on my watch. So there I am, engine still rumbling low like it's holding its breath, water sheeting off my jacket as I kill the switch and drop to her level, knees popping like they remember every mile I've logged running from my own ghosts. Hey, Kid Lily, right? You tell me your name like it's a secret weapon. I say, voice rough but steady, because I've learned fear multiplies if you let it echo too loud. She nods, ponytail plastered like a sad flag, clutching this beat-up backpack with a sunflower patch that's seen better days. And just like that, the lot goes quiet, bikes idling down one by one, my crew Spike and Lena pulling up slow, their helmets dripping like they're paying respects to the mess unfolding. Inside the station, fluorescent buzz cutting through the steam off our clothes. I drape my spare jacket over her like a cape for a pint-sized superhero, and she perches on that sticky stool, sipping cocoa that the clerk slides over without a word, eyes flicking to my vest like it's a loaded gun. She was right here, counting yellow trucks, Lily murmurs, fingers tracing the cup's rim, and I feel that pull again, the one that says walk away. Alex, you're the villain in their bedtime stories, but nah. Not when her voice cracks on, then she was gone. Like the world's yanked the rug out mid-step. Word spreads in Willow Creek like grease fire. Sheriff's cruiser rolls in, lights slicing the downpour. And there's Riley Tate stepping out, hat tucked under her arm, all no-nonsense poise from years wrangling drunks and domestic dust-ups. Her deputy Marco Ruiz right behind, body cam winking red like a judgmental eye. Step back. Harlan, let us handle the kid, Riley says, not sharp but firm. That cop tone that says she's seen too many scenes go sideways because good intentions got tangled in bad timing. I don't budge, hands open where the cam can see him, because I've danced this dance before. Town calling me trouble since that bar fight 5 years back that was self-defense, but got spun in a legend. And I lean in just enough to whisper to Lily, these are the good guys, squirt, they chase shadows so you don't have to. She grips my sleeve, ice-cold fingers like anchors, and for a beat, the room hangs. Teens filming from the corner, a minivan idling suspicious outside, the clerk muttering into his phone about that biker with the kid. Riley clocks the bracelet spilling from Lily's bag, this silver thing with a tiny acorn charm stamped Willow Breadworks, and her eyes narrow familiar, like she's piecing a puzzle she half remembers. Birthday gift, she asks Lily soft, and the girl nods. Yesterday Mom said acorns grow strong, even in storms. That's when dispatch crackles, silver Honda stalled by the old quarry. Empty, no sign of the driver. Emma Harper, nurse at the clinic, clocked out early for a double shift turned nightmare. We spill back into the wet, a ragtag convoy forming like it was scripted, me hoisting Lily into Riley's SUV for safety, promising her with a 2-finger salute over my heart. Practice and grit. Kid will light the way. Flipping a quarter across my knuckles scarred from too many close calls, making it vanish behind her ear just to coax that twitch of a smile. Spike and Lena flank the river road, hazards blinking like fireflies on steroids, while Riley spreads a soggy map on her hood, barking splits. Quarry first, then high ground. Phones die out there. Folks climb for signal. Engines growl to life, cutting through the gale, and Willow Creek stirs, porches creaking open, folks peering out like they've been waiting for a reason to remember what neighbors mean. But not everyone's on board. Victor Kane, our puffed-up councilman with his dry suit and drier soul, blows into May's diner later like a bad omen, where we've regrouped over pie and coffee that May slings like lifelines. This biker circus is tanking our image. Tourists flee chrome and chaos. Harlan, you know that, he sneers, leaning into my space, voice pitched for the room. eyes gleaming with that old grudge been gunning for our clubhouse land since the resort boom hit, whispering to the HOA busybodies that we're blight on the bayou. All because I wouldn't sell cheap and let him pave paradise for golf carts. I meet his stare, coffee mug halfway to my lips, and fire back low. Image? Victor, while you're polishing optics, a mom's out there twisting her ankle in the dark save the sales pitch for the mirror. May chuckles from behind the counter, spatula waving like a gavel. Sit or starve. Vicky's on me if you shut it. And the room ripples, a few locals nodding, because deep down, they know his community standards are just code for keeping folks like me on the fringes, echoes of that time he buried a report on my brother's case to protect property values. Lily's sketch saves us this crayon tower with a red cap, stripes wobbly as her breath when she traced him. Our hideout, the fire watch on Ridge Line Mom, loves the view. Riley's face lights up, map folding crisp, fresh paint for the fall fest high spot. Yeah, she'd head there. We roll out again, mud sucking at tires, my knee throbbing like it's auditioning for sympathy. But I throttle steady, glancing in the mirror at Lily's face glowing dashboard soft, her acorn bracelet swinging like a pendulum counting heartbeats. Quarry's a ghost Honda crooked, purse spilled, that sunflower sticker on the dash screaming Lily's claim but tracks veers south, nurse clogs unmistakable in the slop. Then the bridge, a swatch of sage scarf snagged on the rail, whipping wild, and Lily fogs the window mouthing moms, her voice a knife twist in my gut. Rope out. Riley clips in with Marco, Spike bracing like it's personal, and when that bloated trash bag bobs up looking too human for a second, the whole line frees murmuring to Lily through the crack. River's life first, kid, but truth floats eventual, and she nods, brave little nod that hits harder than hail. Bakery next, Willow Breadworks smelling like yeast and yesterday's regrets, the owner Marie blinking at the charm, stamp that for Lily's big Dama grabs day-old Saturdays, pays full even when I comp him, single mom grinding shifts at the clinic. Corkboard tells the rest, faded pic of Emma and Lily knee-deep in dough, note scrawled, we root deep, storms or no, and I touch it light. Old ritual from nights praying my brother'd get the same shot. Back at May's, the diner's pulsing now boots tracking mud, coffee brewing endless, Victor lurking like a bad sequel, but Lily's drawing on a napkin turns the tide, that red cap screaming ridgeline. Tower it is, Riley says, eyes locking mine with a nod that feels like truce, and we convoy up, lights stitching the hillside, volunteers piling in nurses, bakers, even that teen who filmed me earlier handing out thermoses like redemption's hot. Halfway, prints confirm, Emma's treads, deep and determined. Phone next, cracked on a stump, floral case bag gentle. Then the tower looms, door creaking under Riley's shoulder, dust coughing out with a raspumen, ragged, alive. Emma? Sheriff Titari here, Riley calls, voice threading up the spiral stairs like a lifeline, and that cough answers, closer, defiant. We climb careful, boots echoing soft, me anchoring base with hands that remember holding my brother's when the social worker walked away. Up top, Riley's beam catches her Emma curled fierce against the rail, ankle ballooned purple, face ghost pale, but eyes burning. Don't spook Lily, she gasps, pride cracking just enough for relief to flood, and Riley kneels. She's safe. Waited the whole damn night, climbed for you like a pro. Marco wraps the sprain, walk or carry, and Emma pushes up, walk gotta meet her standing. Descent's a ritual, steps measured, breaths synced, and outside, the line parts engines humming reverence. May's Polaroid clicking that hug before it even lands. Lily bolts from the SUV, blanket trailing, straight into Emma's arms, that inch between palms closing slow, skin to skin like a vow sealed wet and real. Thought the river, Lily whispers, face buried, and Emma pulls tighter. River don't get us, baby we climb. No sobs, just that swallow-hard quiet, the kind that says you've borrowed against tomorrow and paid in full. Victor's there, suit rumpled finally, muttering, good yeah, good, like he's tasting crow, and I step back, shadow in the glow, because some frames don't need my ink. May tax the pickup later, grainy proof under her sign, roots run deep, and the town's buzzing lanterns strung for the Willow ride. Bikes rolling slow under porch glow, no roar, just rhythm. Weeks on, Fall Fest hits, streets alive with cider steam and kid giggles. But it's the ride that owns Ida Steel Wolves leading gentle, hazards pulsing, Riley's cruiser escorting like old pals. Lily hoists her cardboard tower, red cap taped sturdy, found inked bold across the base. And as I pass, she salutes back, acorn bracelet glinting on my wrist like a badge I didn't earn but won't shed. Up at the ridge, lanterns bloom ground-level stars, crowd chanting roots hold. Victor passing jars himself, humbled or hustling who knows, guys still eyeing our land, whispering to the HOA about phased redevelopment that'd bury the clubhouse under condos. We light the tower, red cap flaring, and for a breath, Willow Creek feels unbreakable. Emma leaning on me later by the river, coffee warm between us. You weren't the monster they sold, and I shrug. Monsters don't stick for the climb. Riley joins, hat off. Point man anytime. Harlan folks need lighthouses, not lectures. But here's the rub that keeps me up some nights. Victor's back at council meetings, suit pressed, pitching progress that smells like erasure, and half the town nods along, forgetting how roots crack concrete if you give him time. Was it real change, or just storm-scattered goodwill that'll blow away come first frost? You tell Medrop in the comments. Ever seen a town flip its script for good, or does the old guard always claw back? What's your Willow Creek story, the one where the outcast turned anchor? Hit like if this sparked something. Subscribe for more raw slices of life that stick. Share with that friend nursing their own scars because hell, we all climb ridges, don't we? Stay rooted, stay real.